Good day, everyone. Welcome back to this channel. So, before we get started, if you've not subscribed and you're new, please click on the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Also, comment. I would love to watch out for it. Now, let's take a look at GBP USD. First of all, to be able to predict this movement, I want us to actually start with the trend. The trend we clearly can see this is a bearish move, right? Our trend is on a bearish move, meaning as our USD is giving us a bullish move, then we will be having a bearish move on our GBP to USD. Now, before we get started, I want us to actually take a quick analysis on our DXY, which is our USD index. Now, if you have to zoom it out, I want us to start from the weekly time frame for full trend. If you notice this movement, you know that this is a full trend bullish move, right? Now take a look at this movement for me. This is an uptrend move. Here comes the correction. Another bullish move was made on USD index, and here comes the correction. You see the correction, the pullback happened at this level, right? We saw this bullish move that was made on USD index, right? Then a correction was made here. A little bit of a correction, by the way. So we had this bullish move, and here comes the correction, right? We see the correction at this level. What do we expect next after this correction downward? We expect another bullish move. So this week we will be seeing a bullish move on our USD index, meaning as we will be going bullish this week, then any other currency pair we are trading to our USD will definitely give us a bearish move. So now this is it. We are expecting a bullish move on USD index, right? Now let's roll down to the daily time frame on USD index. So we can clearly see this movement, right? I think we started this movement since Thursday. This was on Thursday, last week Thursday, Friday, and this was on Monday, right? We've had this bullish move, which is 31st. So I want you guys to know that we would have another bullish move, right? But I want you guys to have this in mind is that we all know that once price has reacted to a certain level previously and it gets to that level, it will definitely react a little bit, though not much. We saw price reacted here. It's kind of gave us a bullish move and a little bit of a pullback here. We kind of see price give us a pullback here when it was dropping, right? We kind of see rejection here, 1, 2, right? So if our USD index manages to get to this level, we should get a little bit of a pullback, not much by the way, so do not expect much. Just a little bit of a drop, be it maybe 40, 50 pips drop, then a continuous bullish move would be made. So maybe to actually place this trade, right, you would have to go to this 4-hour time frame, right? Maybe once we get to this level here and we have a good amount of pullback, maybe to this level, possibly to this level, then you can enter and go long on our USD. So as we will be expecting a pullback on this our USD index, then be expecting kind of a like a bullish move on our GBP to USD. That will reflect on our 4-hour time frame. Like this is a 4-hour time frame, guys. So we can take this as a bearish move, right? We will take here as a correction. Now another drop has been made. So to enter and short this position, I would possibly say you should wait for a pullback. Once the pullback has been made, then you can now enter to short this GBP USD. Above all, we would be going short, like we would be selling this position. But before we actually enter to sell, I want you to first of all wait for a pullback because I strongly believe a pullback will happen. So once the pullback happens, then you can now enter to short this position. Though it depends on when you're watching it. If you're watching it late, you might have had a lot of movements, but if you're watching it early, then watch out for a pullback. Then you can now short this GBP USD by the way. So maybe possibly the pullback can happen to this level. It is not bad by the way. It just depends on how you want to place this trade. So GBP USD, we are still on a bearish move. Secondly, is that now that this our price is still below 10 period moving average, this is an indication we have to go long. Notice that this price was above our 10 period moving average throughout last week, yes, right? If you're following this channel, you see that this price has been above our 10 period moving average throughout last week. One of the reasons why we actually went long, right? But now this week, we are expecting a bearish move, and now this price is now below our 10 period moving average. At first it was below it, then it kind of had like a pullback that broke above it a little bit. Now it has corrected itself, so possibly wait for a pullback on this GBP USD, then you can now enter to short it. Now let's see what this 1-hour time frame actually says, by the way. So this is the 1-hour time frame on GBP USD. Take a look at this lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, possibly a little bit of a lower lows. If it has been made, we will make a little bit of a lower lows. Then maybe after the lower highs, then you can now enter for the next lower lows on GBP USD. So This is still on a bearish move. Take a look at here. Price has once reacted here, right? Once the price got to this level, we kind of see reaction here. The price dropped below it and gave us a pullback to react at it. Now it is dropping. Let's see here where price will be reacting to. Possibly here. So this is what I just said on this 1 hour time frame. A little bit of a draw should be made. Then we should kind of see a reaction at a level of 1.14245. So once that reaction happens, which will give us a pullback, maybe then it would have hit our 10 period moving average on us. Then we can now enter to short this GBP USD on the 1 hour time frame. Above all, we will want to be closing bearish on the 1st of November, But before that, let's see if we would have a pullback on our 1 hour time frame and possibly 4 hour time frame before we can enter to short this position. Take a look at it here. We saw the price reacted here, right? Take a look at this movement. Price came up and reacted here. We saw it came here and reacted. So definitely, if our GBP to USD drops to this level, we would see it react by giving us a pullback. Then we would continue our bearish move downward. So watch out for the trade on GBP USD.